So the back wheel kicked out. I almost went down, and that car was right behind me. It was probably one of the most scariest moments.
Water rescue caught on camera here. Dramatic moments of...
Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the worst ride that I just had. And in all honesty, the worst ride that I just finished having might have been the best ride in a sense. I'll explain. Can we open her up a bit here? Alright, so I just came back from my trip to Milwaukee. We rode from New Jersey all the way out to Milwaukee. Round trip, it was about a 2,000-mile trip. An amazing trip with some great people that I took that journey with. It ended up being one of my favorite rides ever. But the ride home, I gotta tell you, was horrible. And let me tell you why. So it all started with us heading back home from Milwaukee Saturday afternoon. We had left Saturday afternoon because two of the other bikes broke down and they had to get fixed. So it backed us up about 5 hours or so. So we left Milwaukee at 4 p.m. on that Saturday, and we made it as far as Indiana by that evening around 8 p.m. We didn't want to keep riding into the night. It had already been a late day, and I just don't like riding the nighttime. That's when all the wildlife is out, and I'd rather avoid an animal coming in front of me, right? So we actually ended up staying at the same hotel in Indiana that we stayed heading over there from Jersey. Fast forward the next day, we got up real early and we hit the road around 7 in the morning. That day was an unforgettable day, man. We woke up to some rain, and we looked at the forecast. What we saw was that there was a huge storm, and this storm stretched out miles. In order to kind of avoid that a little bit, we kind of let the storm go a little bit ahead of us, so we kind of kicked it back for an hour or two. But the way we ride, we kind of caught up to that storm pretty quick. So we left Indiana early morning. Beautiful morning at that, man. The sun was just coming up. It was a deep red looking sun. There was like a nice mist in our view, and it was like something out of a movie, man. It just looked super, super, super nice. I'll see if I can post up a picture right here of that time. Now, as we ride deeper into Indiana, we run into the storm, and this is not just any ordinary storm. I'm talking about torrential rain, non-stop, downpour all day. I've been caught in some really bad storms, but never anything like what we experienced on that ride coming home. It was that bad. It was bad to the point where the bikes kept choking.
Tell Tawny Tim I won't be coming home this Christmas.
Even though we had the air breather covers on them, the water just kept sucking in and the bikes just kept drowning. And, you know, trying to ride the bikes at low RPMs, you're talking about rain that you really can't see too far ahead. So, you know, reducing the speed down to 65, which in a storm like that, honestly, is even too fast. We should even have been going that fast. But, you know, we had to try to make up for some time. We wanted to get home at a certain time. And it was just us in the road up ahead. We noticed that as time passed and as the hours passed by, the storm just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And every time we pulled over to gas up, what we noticed was that we were literally riding right in the eye of the storm the whole time. And it was such a big storm that whether we waited or just even gone up ahead, it wasn't gonna make any difference. So we just rode out the storm, man. Now, mind you, we rode out with the storm in Indiana. That storm followed us home all the way through Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and all the way into Jersey that late evening. It was bad. Now, there were certain points where the bikes were sucking up so much water that we had to drop down into fourth gear, at times even in third gear. And then probably the most scariest moment which I had might have been in Ohio. I was hitting around 70, 65 miles an hour. I was in fifth gear and the bike just kept sucking in more water, and it just kept choking. So I dropped down to fourth, and then I was going around maybe 55 miles an hour. At that point, the bike kept choking even more. I had to even drop down to third gear. At that point, the bike was around 50, 55 to 60 miles an hour, and I dropped down into third. I gave it some gas, and it wouldn't go, and then I gave it more gas, and then it kind of gave in. The whole back wheel spinned out, and there I am in this rainstorm, the back wheel spinning out. I feel the bike just all over the place, and then right behind me there was this car that was just riding up our ass the whole time on the right lane. We weren't even on the fast lane. We were on the right lane, and this car didn't even have the decency to kind of go around us. It just was just riding up on our ass. So the back wheel kicked out. I almost went down, and that car was right behind me. It was probably one of the most scariest moments. I don't know how I kept the bike up, but it just so happened that it worked out that way, and it was scary, man. Some of the other guys experienced a few things just like that, and then as we progressed and we rode into Pennsylvania, the storm just kept getting worse and worse. Time must have been 5 p.m., 6 p.m. And the temperature outside might have been 80 degrees. Now, if it's 80 degrees and it's downpour rain and you're on a motorcycle and you're drenched, you're gonna get cold. Mind you, I was wearing full gear, waterproof Harley boots. And rain gear and rain boots are great if you get caught in the rain for a little while. It'll do the job. But when you're caught in a rainstorm for hours on hours, I'm talking about 8 hours, yeah, that water's just gonna seep right through anywhere and everywhere. Nothing is gonna hold that water back. So I was drenched, man, and we were riding through the middle of PA, and I'm shivering, man. I'm freezing. I'm cold. Luckily, at the next stop, we stopped to get gas, and I opened up my bags. I got dry clothes. I had to go change. I put up some dry clothes, and then I put on the rain gear on top of that, and that helped me out a lot. But even my rain boots, they were just drenched. Insane, man, insane. Then it might have been late evening, riding into New Jersey. The rain just kept getting worse and worse, and it was pitch black. It might have been 8:30 at night, almost 9. Pitch black outside, non-stop rain, and once I got into Jersey, I knew it was in Jersey, because the drivers are horrible. They were just all over the place. They don't care if you're on a bike. They'll ride your ass. They'll ride right next to you, like nothing. Like, it was bad. At that point, all I wanted to do was just to get home. I just wanted to get home. I wanted to be dry. I was starving. I was tired. I wanted to be off this damn bike. I really did, man. I was like, you know what, I don't want to ride for a while. Like, I'm done. After this, I'm done riding for a while. And you know what, I got home and I look at my bike and it was disgustingly dirty. And I'm like, wow, we just did that. We just rode out through one of the biggest storms that I've seen. This is a storm that, I don't know if you guys are aware or even were around the media, but this storm brought flooding all over New Jersey.
Governor Murphy declaring a state of emergency in New Jersey due to the flash flooding. Rose to the tires of cars, and then a water rescue caught on camera here. Dramatic moments as rescue crews pulled someone through floodwaters to safety.
To a ton of counties where towns were underwater. All you saw was cars floating. I'll see if I find some video and put it up right here for you guys. But it was that type of storm. That storm brought so much water. And after witnessing, getting home and seeing what type of storm we rode through, I couldn't believe that we rode through that. And then out of nowhere, I was like, I can't believe we rode through that and we survived. That was fucking awesome. And I was happier because it made me realize what good of riders we are. We could have just pulled over, and I mean, honestly, the safest bet would have been for us to just pull over and maybe rest and stood in a hotel for the rest of the night. Honestly, that would have been the best bet. But we chose not to do that. We wanted to ride through it and wanted to get home. But the fact that we rode through that storm just made me realize, wow, we are some great riders. That was an amazing experience that I have never experienced before. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it all over again, man. You just learn so much from situations like that as a rider, being out and experiencing different type of weather, and it's all part of motorcycle riding. It's all part of the culture, and it makes you a better rider going through those bad transitional weathery days where anything can happen. And I'm just super happy that nothing bad happened to any of my friends or me. And it's one of those rides that you'll never forget and that we'll be talking about for years to come. And a few days passed after that, and we were all just laughing at everything, and all we could talk about was, hey, where's the next place we're going? Where are we going next? You know, and damn, it was awesome, man. I think I'm gonna make a total video talking about that whole experience of just the brotherhood and what you build on the road when you take a long ride with your friends. And yeah, we'll leave that for another video. But that's how the worst ride ended up being the best ride for me. If you guys want to share any of your riding experiences down below, if you had anything similar like this happening to you, drop it down below. Let me know. I want to know about your stories. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I wanted to give you guys some good old moto vlog video today. Just me, the camera, the bike, and you guys taking you on the road, telling you about a story. That never gets old, man. I love doing this type of content right here. Storytelling while motor vlogging. Something special about it. Anyways, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button. That's going to notify you anytime I upload any type of new content. And like always, guys, let the force be with you. Ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.